What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the series between the Minnesota Timberwolves and Los Angeles Lakers. And now that the Minnesota Timberwolves have eliminated the Los Angeles Lakers 4-1, this series I had wrong, honestly. I definitely picked the Los Angeles Lakers to win this series based upon the fact that I thought LeBron and Luka, Reeves and the other cast of characters that they had would be able to, get it done, so to speak. But sadly, was I mistaken. This Minnesota Timberwolves team, especially early on in the series, it looked like they were on a mission. It looked like this team was not going to go out without a fight. This team looked like, especially with a leader like Anthony Edwards, was very confident in what they had. I know during the regular season we talked about was Randall and Edwards going to work. It did in this series. You looked at the play of Jaden McDaniels. You looked at, especially in game 5, the play of Rudy Gobert, who played absolutely phenomenal. And I think that was to the detriment of the Los Angeles Lakers not having a prototypical big that they could play. Now, yes, they were playing Jackson Hayes at times during the series, but it looked like JJ Redick just elected to not play Hayes at all, which definitely reared its head during game 5. You just seen a phenomenal performance by one of the league's all-time centers, should I say, right? Especially defensively, because Rudy Gobert, being a multiple-time defensive player of the year, was on a mission in game 5 especially. But if you look at the games where the Los Angeles Lakers won, right? You look at the games where the Los Angeles Lakers won, or the game. The Lakers were playing better, right? They were playing better. They looked like the better team in that game in which they did win. You see a game where Luka Doncic didn't play his best because he was sick in one game. You look at a game where the Lakers just looked like they were outmatched in this. Honestly, the Lakers look outmatched in this series. And I don't know if it was from a physical standpoint or a front court standpoint, but the Minnesota Timberwolves were not going to go away easily in this series. And like I said, I had this pegged all the way wrong. I thought the Lakers had enough, honestly. I thought the Lakers with Reeves and Hachimura, like I said, like the others. I thought the others were going to be able to elevate their game past the others of the Minnesota Timberwolves. But again, like I said, when you got guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dante DiVincenzo, because this Minnesota Timberwolves team was a step away from, even though they did have Karl-Anthony Towns, they were one step away from going to the NBA Finals last year. They remix things. They shake things up as far as trading away Karl-Anthony Towns, adding in a Randall, adding in a DiVincenzo, and honestly, they're playing a much faster pace of basketball. That's what I will say. And they know who is the main guy. Like, yes, Anthony Edwards was the main guy when Cat was there. But I feel like now this team has the Anthony Edwards identity. And I say all that to say, when you looked at this series, top to bottom, beginning to end, I felt like it was the confidence that stuck out the most from the main guy for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards was not backing down. He did not shoot the best in game 5, but he was playmaking, making plays for others, and again, making headways into the game. Yes, he went 5 of 19 from the field in game 5, but he did have 11 rebounds and 8 assists. So you look at that, Luka Doncic played pretty well. He did have 28, 7, and 9 in their last game, but LeBron James went 9 of 21. So you cannot do that against a team like Minnesota, who knows who they are, knows what they are capable of. And I feel like it finally came to head with the Lakers not having that big that they wanted, that they needed. Anthony Davis would have made headways in this series, of course, but Rob Pelinka felt like he wasn't the key to what they needed to do going forward. They traded for Mark Williams, but a failed physical, turned what they wanted upside down. So not having a lob threat, not having a defender around the rim, not having, that center hurt the Lakers. They need more front court help. They were entirely too small versus the Minnesota Timberwolves in this series. They were entirely too small. They can't, and here's the thing, right? They need more perimeter defense. And I'll talk about what I think the Lakers should do and will do going forward in another video. But kudos to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I know a lot of people didn't have them winning this series. I, for one, didn't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think the Lakers could have did better, or the Minnesota Timberwolves did to counteract what the Lakers wanted to do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.